Hey, on this week's BullShooters, I'm going to show you how you can increase the mag capacity of virtually any semi-automatic shotgun without modification. Because shotguns typically don't hold a lot of shells, and they're also very slow and difficult relatively to reload, having the ability to put an additional round in your shotgun is a big deal. A lot of times when people are searching for the perfect tactical gun, whether that gun holds 4, 5, or even some of the extended magazine guns that hold a lot of shells, that one extra round is really a big thing. I'm going to show you how you can load one extra shell into your shotgun with just a little trick and no modification. I first discovered this little hack in 1992 when I first got this Benelli Super Black Eagle, the original. It was made to where some people called it a flaw, to where you could let a shell ride on the carrier and get another shot. Well, Benelli changed that on subsequent models of the Super Black Eagle because they thought it would spur hunters for putting in another shell and increasing their mag capacity. And the theory was they couldn't get caught by the wardens because the wardens would see that their gun was plugged. Well, first of all, we have a surplus of game now, and it's easy to badmouth game laws, but the game laws obviously work, so you should always follow the game laws. If you don't like the game laws, lobby your state Congress and don't break the law. On the other hand, I think it's ridiculous how many shells hunters put in their gun. If the limit is 3 ducks, for example, kill 3 ducks. Why does it matter if you shoot those 3 ducks in 5 minutes or reload, twice and shoot them on the second pass? And also, I don't think the state should always think hunters are gonna do the worst thing. That's Jeff, just, what?
You're ranting.
Sorry. Anyway, this Super Black Eagle is a badass gun and it's really easy to set up. I call this tactic the letting it ride technique. On plenty of guns like this old school Benelli original Super Black Eagle and a Remington Versamax, for example, it's easy because there's a magazine disconnect button that at default it will not eject a shell out of the mag simply by pulling the bolt back. So on these guns, to get an extra shell, all you do is load the magazine. It's full now, and then I'm going to bring the action back, but not all the way. If I do bring it all the way, that's fine. You just have to push the bolt release button. I'm going to load buckshot in it to show you. I'm going to put a shell in the chamber manually, then I'm going to take another one and slide it under the bolt. I'm going to manually lower the carrier, and I'm going to make sure that the bolt rides over it. So now this thing is fully loaded. Magazine's full, shells in the chamber, and a shell is riding on the carrier. So I've just increased the total shell capacity of this Benelli by 1. Now I'm going to show you this works because intuitively you would think there's no way it could work. It looks like I've manually set up a double feed, but a crazy thing happens. This actually tricks the gun, and because this shell on the carrier is blocking the release, the mag won't release another shell until this one is cleared when it goes in the chamber. So I'm going to shoot it and show you that it works. See, without a hitch, the next one's loaded. Anyway, this Benelli is just one example of guns that work, of semi-automatics that work. You have to figure out whether your gun will not, because I don't know every single brand, every single shotgun, but I know some of my favorite shotguns. Now, it's not like you probably will need another round for this 9+1, this new 940 JM Pro from Mossberg. It's got a 9-round magazine, but for competition, if you can get another round in, that's great. Also for home defense, where you get to stage the gun. Now, of course, you're not going to do this in a tactical reload or anything like this, but if you're keeping a gun for home protection in the corner or under your bed or in your closet, why not stage the gun? It gives you one more shell, and plenty of guns, like the gun I'm running in my bedroom, holds 5+1 because it's a shorter shotgun, but now it holds 5+1+1 for a total of 7. But I'm going to show you how to do it on this Mossberg, and it's a little bit trickier. You just have to find out for yourself how it works in the feel and then set it up. So I'm going to fully load this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's fully loaded on 9. I'm gonna put another shell. I'm gonna hold the carrier down. Okay, now I've got this gun fully loaded. It's 9 plus 1 plus 1. This Mossberg 940 JM Pro, Jerry, did you know that it holds 11, not 10? So I'm going to show you that it functions in real time. So if I shoot that first round, you'll know whether it functions or not, because you can see that one on the carrier. Watch this. Same thing with the Versamax. It's easy, just like the Benelli, to set up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It holds 8 plus 1 in the chamber plus 1 on the carrier. Once again, magazine's full, 1's on the carrier, 1's in the chamber. And you're not going to believe that it functions. At least I couldn't at first. I'm Jeff Johnston, and that's no BS.